Day 7, and a lot of progress has been made. So I have given the beams a good painting, a good coat. As you can see, this one's had 2 coats. These ones are about to have their 2nd coat today. I've also spent an awful lot of money and time on decorator's cork, getting into all these gaps and just finishing it off. I don't mind because it's exactly what I want it to look like at the end of the day. I want it to make sure that there's no gaps left, if I can, where the creepy crawlies can come in and out. You can see the beams painted. It's oil-based satin wood, so and being that there's no ventilation up here, it does start to pong a bit quite quickly. So yeah, I like to get it done and get out and let it air. But it's quite nice. I come up here this morning and it really does make a difference, these 2nd coats and the beams all painted. The carpets are on their way. They should be here in the next couple of days, but I might be able to lay this one, but I am going away for a couple of weeks, so I don't know how long until I will be able to get it done. If I can get this carpet laid up here, that will be fantastic. Before I go, it will just help me, in my head, think this thing's moving along really well. The ceilings have been sanded and painted. I mean, it's not perfect at all, but I don't mind that because at the end of the day, this is just really storage. But it's good enough for what it needs to be. Happy with the finish that's come on up here. This carpet came about 2 days before I left for Belgium. Not the greatest. The one that I needed for upstairs that I wanted to fit that day, they forgot to load on the van. A few phone calls later, and I have this one here now with a bit of an apology. Day 9, because day 8 I painted what I am walking on now, which is 3/4 of the floor in the grey urethane. Now, I didn't actually have to do this because the floor is PVA'd and I am carpeting it the whole lot. But as you can see, it is grey, shiny surface, which will help protect it because it's built to building regulations with a membrane underneath. There should be no reason water would come up. Now, I only managed to do half because I have this whole lot of Lego here being stored. There's nowhere else to put it, so I just had to do it in 2 lots. So now what I'm doing today is moving all this lot over to this side while I paint this remaining bit. So that is my project for today. It's hot and then I'll do something else. Day 9, we've got the carpet down. Now, I have left a little bit of overlap on this hatch just because I don't know how I'm going to trim it off at the moment. And also with a bit of movement maybe. I want to get it exactly right. You can always cut more off, but you can't add more on. So, again, these haven't been cut in yet, these edges. And as you can see, it's all down. It feels amazing. It's hot. Because it's hot weather at the moment, but it's amazing. This carpet's only 5 meters, and I guess the actual length of the roof span up here is just over 5 meters, 5 meters, 20, 30 centimeters, something like that. So I have left that, and I will fill it in with some offcuts of carpet or whatever, mats, rugs, whatever I want to do. Remembering this area down here is just storage, so there will be lots and lots of boxes stacked in there. It won't really make that much difference, but as you can see, you can't feel, but it looks amazing and it feels amazing. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. This carpet is a reasonable one from somewhere called Online Carpets, and yeah, they were by far the cheapest. Had a bit of a mix up where they didn't load this carpet on with my first one, but now it's down. I'm very happy with it, and it actually feels like a bit of a room up here, so yeah, I'm very pleased with it so far. I'm going to get it cut in. I need a better straight edge and maybe a better blade, and get these areas just trimmed in. But yeah, it's nearly there. Very happy. Woo! I don't know what's happening with the ladder that my friend's making, or the stairs, should I say, sorry. At the moment, I'm stuck with this lovely ladder, and I will just keep going with this for a while. It's not the biggest priority for me at the moment, but eventually I know it will annoy me, and I hope my friend will come through with the staircase before too long. Day 10. It's been carpeted. Not only has it been carpeted, but I have moved some stuff in just to get it out the way. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's lovely and soft. It really is lovely to lay down and generally just be in this space. Not only that, I have done my threatened headboard with OSB board, which is fantastic because it takes up no space whatsoever and just gives a bit of something in this room other than the block work. And so that is stuck down. I've stuck it with no more nail type glue. It's not on there with the biggest amount because if I want to rip it off, it's quite easy to come off, but it's going nowhere. I've yet to varnish that. I know when you varnish OSB board, it comes up in a lovely shiny pattern, so that was always the plan for that. Then I can put my very low bed frame here and a bed to crash on when needed. Everything else has been finished up here. I have completed this plastic work along here. I wasn't going to do this. I was going to just put extra bits of carpet to go right into the corners, but I went to a UPVC window trim place, and the plastic was so cheap that I just thought this is perfect for this area, and I'm glad I did because it finishes it off beautifully and doesn't show all that messy foam and cornering that I couldn't finish off in a better way down there. So that works for me. I also got a bit of plastic trim when I was there, which is really the reason I went, just for this edge. So that finishes that off nicely. And also, you might be able to spot something new here. Both sides have this, and if I flick it on, or flick the lights off first, I have installed some LED strip lights, which just really transform the space as well and make it a nice chill out spot if I've had enough of completely looking at Lego. I'm not sure whether that would ever happen, but there it is. I'm sure you've all seen these strip lights before. They're very, very simple. I've just managed to get them up between that little gap in these beams. I also had a bit left over. I was going to chop it off, but I thought actually I'll just carry it on down into the eaves there just to give it extra light. Not really sure why, I just didn't want to chop it actually, I think. But here we go, let's have a little look at some of the colours. So we've got darker blue, white. It does look different to the other side. I've got two of these controllers and sometimes they change both of them, sometimes they change one. Yeah, like this time it's changed both. Luke Skywalker green. Back to Obi-Wan Kenobi blue. Well, actually I prefer this lighter blue, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi blue. Got a purple, hasn't changed the other side there. What else have we got? An orange, is that orange? No, that's a yellow. Not sure whether I like that or not. Orange, quite like that. Purple, pink, another greeny yellow, green. Yeah, so you get the idea. I think eventually I'll have some curtains along here. I get cut into the right size, or get tailored for the right size, should I say, and have those, maybe what you have in camper vans, the line, the draw line to hang the curtains from, and then they hang very easily under that beam, and or at the back of the beam probably, because I actually really haven't painted the beam the back there, not because you don't see it, so it doesn't matter, but I could mount the draw line along the back here, and then it just hides all my crap basically, nice and clean and tidy. That's my plan. So yeah, between the two, oh, it looks orange now. with that. Between the polyurethane painting downstairs, which I've still got all the stuff still in here, and this carpeted area, finished off area, I am really on the way now. I can start sorting all this out now just to get it as I want it, you know, all my stuff up here. I was toying with bringing all the Lego up here, but it's such a mammoth task, all the boxes, stacking them all down here, but then I'd have to stack them all back down there when I finish that. Here is all my stuff stuffed under the eaves, as I said I would. It's a funny, strange shape under there, but it actually stores quite a bit of stuff. It's a dead space that, you know, could have been boarded off, but instead it's been utilised. The only problem is now it looks rather messy, and that's what I didn't want. So I will do what I said previously and get some curtains which will hang down to the carpet and hook up behind the beam. So with that being said, here's some I made earlier. I think I'm way happier than I thought I ever would be with this, the way it's turned out. Because the actual dimensions of the curtain are quite unusual, I needed to find a curtain, a blackout curtain that I could have tailored to the right size. So on Amazon I found this one panel curtain, 2 meters by 2 meters, which was perfect because it chopped down into 4 pieces with a loop, the curtain wire I could pass all the way through, which is basically another hem, and then it's left hanging just like this. And if I just show you under here, there's all my stuff just randomly thrown in there, and you pull the curtain down and it hides it all, and it also pulls along, although it is quite tight because it's an unusual shape under there. But that's all right, it's just hide. This is exactly what I wanted to do, just hide everything so that it all looks neat for when I'm filming. Now, as interesting as that curtain is, and I haven't done the other one yet, so I will get round to that, I think a lot of people will be interested in this little thing I have sitting up here. So finally on this studio update, I can actually show you some Lego. A lot of you know this tram set that was released in August, I believe, and I got 2 of them. I featured it in my haul video, my August haul video. I knew straight away, as soon as I had this lighting up here, that although my earlier intentions was to use this space up here as a non-Lego space, apart from a few bits stored under the black curtain, that quickly changed when I saw the lighting and I saw all this real estate that I could use for Lego. And I thought, what a great idea to have, well, originally it was going to be a train, but then the tram come out, have this tram run all the way along and all the way around the room, through a bit of a metropolis, Lego City at the end there, and basically go all the way around the room and just keep going back through the metropolis. That is my intention with this tram. Now, as you can see, it's longer. I've basically gone onto YouTube and seen that a couple of people, or quite a few people, have been motorising it and modifying it. So I bought 2 of the trams. I got my motor in there from the green train. I built this power wagon, if you like, in the middle, and then I made an extra cart. I've also lowered the floors, and I've used instructions from these 2 different YouTubers, which I will be doing a video on this. This is only half done as I see it now. So when I make the full video on this tram, I will highlight those 2 builders that have done that. But it's quite easy to find. If you just search for this tram online, you'll see the modifying and the motorising. But I was very happy with the results. They really did a good job, and there was no point me messing around trying to do my own version when it's so easy to follow what somebody else has already done, and you can do in very quick time if you're happy with how it looks. So yeah, this does actually run, but I can't actually get the Bluetooth control to link up to it at the moment. So it does work through the app on my phone, but because I'm filming on my phone, I'm not going to mess around and try and get it. And it can only go straight up and down, and then the track runs out. At some point we'll be building a corner area to go all the way round and then through and all the way around the other side. So at the moment it just goes up and down, but eventually it will go all the way around the room. So I reckon that's quite a good length all the way around. Well, it's 4 meters each side and about 3 meters each end. So there's plenty of round and round to be doing in the future. So that's just a little bit of this part of the studio. As close to finish as I can get it at the moment, and include a little bit of Lego. The next part will be part 3, because I'm going to end this episode here, and then part 3 will very likely start when I'm carpeting downstairs. Yeah, I'm nearly there, people, and I'm very excited. I hope you've enjoyed my updates to the studio so far and what I've got. Oh, by the way, I'm calling this area up here my man cave, my Lego man cave. I don't know whether people like that, but it just, what is this area? It's a loft space, it's a man cave. I'm turning it into a Lego man cave, so yeah, that's working for me. I will be updating you with part 3 when I get going, when the container comes, very soon, hopefully. I will be showing you the next and the final part of this series. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe, as always, if you haven't done already, if you want to see more of my videos. So thanks again for listening to me. Cheers, one and all.